But I want to see what this Judgement can do. I want to see how useful it's going to be. I suspect it's going to save us quite a few hit points. Gremlin Horn is exciting, and that is good with Judgement. Now, whenever Judgement judges, we'll draw a card. If one Judgement is good, surely two will be better. Two Judgment is definitely going to be awkward at some point, right? Yes. Yes to this too. So either this path or this path. Looks like they're basically the same, except the fires are a little earlier here, so ideally this is the way that we go. We get 1, 2, knock them out, 3 elites, easy peasy, like a fairly gentle start. That actually means I think we could reasonably take 18 damage, choose a rare card here. Not something I do very often on Watcher, but starting with, say, a Vault, or a Brilliance, or... What are all the Watcher rares? Where's my logbook? Slay the Spire. I'd like to be able to open the card library while I'm in run. That is a feature I've appreciated in other deck builders. I think you can do that in Griftlands too. Maybe removing a Defend is the right play to start. To shrink the deck down a little bit. Who's our boss? Hexaghost? Yeah, I actually really like Defend remove as a start here too. Durin, thank you so much for the 17 months. Glad you remembered to resub. Did you know that you can subscribe every month for free if you've got Amazon Prime through the magic of Twitch Prime? It's true, and it helps support your favorite local streamer. Genuinely tough choice. Deus Ex Machina, I think, could be a really good rare to start with as well. Happy John, thank you for that Prime sub. Ask and ye shall receive, right? Let's do it. Let's choose a rare card. I might regret this. Oh yeah, that's the other one. Scrawl. Wish is pretty exciting too. I think normally my last consideration here would be Judgement, but the more I think about it, the more I want this card a lot. Judgement kills an enemy with 30 or less hit points. That's a useful, low health, enemy deletey kind of feature. Great throughout Act 1 and Act 2, and still relevant at times in Act 3. Notably very powerful when upgraded. 40 is going to instantly kill a sentry in the 3 Sentries fight. Could be great against Lagavulin. Nob, maybe not so much. But I like it. Of course, Scrawl is incredibly, incredibly excellent all the time. I think you couldn't go wrong by taking and upgrading this Scrawl. But I want to see what this Judgement can do. I want to see how useful it's going to be. I suspect it's going to save us quite a few hit points in these opening combats, which will make up for the fact that we lost 18 to begin. But we'll see from there. Mostly I just want to give this card a chance to do something cool. For example, here, is it needed? Absolutely not. We can simply strike 3 times, but it's way cooler to judge. And to find an Entropic Brew, heck yeah. And I'm going to say that first card, Empty Fist, is grand. Inner Peace is a card I definitely don't take as much as I should. But the Empty Fist feels like the better pick for the stance control at the moment, offering the immediate damage alongside. Taking combats here so that we can accumulate cards. Wrath Judged. And with a Empty Fist in the deck, Flurry of Blows becomes a lot more desirable now. Follow-up could be good too. They free 7 damage if we've previously played an attack. don't have any... Once I already have a Flurry, I'm more likely to want the follow-up. I'll take this Flurry. From here, we really start to want Scry. Scry will help make this Judgment less clunky as well. 31 hit points, eh? Yeah, that's fine then. It's that Miracle to bank 2 energy with Calm. Judged. So far, I'm not actually sure I can credit the Judgment with a whole lot of accomplishment, given that many of the actual activations of it have been alongside lethal damage otherwise, but I have hope that it's going to get very useful very shortly, and it will probably be my first upgrade here. Specifically for the use case of Sentries. Now, for the use case of Lagavulin Gremlin, what about a Sands of Time? I think that's a good pick. We want one of the rotating attacks, and I tend to think Flying Sleeves is on the lower end. Not going to take a swivel. I'll take the Sands. That'll ensure Lagavulin is no problem. And I think it's very, very wise to, in this position, eat the banana. Rather than greeting the max hit points of the donut. Since we have hit points to regain, we should. There's a 3 elite gauntlet in our way, and we'd like to ensure that we can upgrade at every single campfire. An upgrade's probably better than 5 max HP, is my guess. Now, it's possible that with Hexaghost at the end of the act, we could have gotten away with the 5 max HP, but we have no way of knowing that now. So, we need to kill next turn, since we're not drawing any block. Noah, good joke. Thank you so much for the 2 months. Cheers to you. So let's see. Next turn, we can Empty Fist, Flurry, and then we will have enough energy to play Sands of Time. So we're going to be able to do 9 plus 4 plus 20 is 33. Miracle plus Strike does 6 more, and this Strike does 6 more, for a total of 45? If I did my math correctly, if we don't play the Eruption. The other option is play the Eruption and take quite a lot of damage. Next turn we're being attacked for, what, 8? Guaranteed? So I think we take less damage by defend this turn, and tanking the hit next turn. See-Through Shifu, thank you so much for the 10 months, that full metric year of support. Heck yeah. Definitely feeling the weight of the Judgment a little bit in this moment. I really want this to be enough, but it's not enough, not quite. What if that means I use my Entropic Brew, given that... Just pop it open and see what's inside. Would I use a potion here to save... How much are we actually taking? 3 this turn, 8 next turn, 11 hit points is what's at risk. Or I can just tank 11 and keep my potions as they are. Actually, considering everything, I think I just tank the 11. Given that we have an empty potion slot, given that we... It's a real shame we're just 1 energy short of the kill here. And given that we're fighting Hexaghost at the end of the act. I think I would just prefer to do it this way. Okay, and then these are a great pair of potions to carry into our elite fight. We're offered 3 fantastic cards. I really do enjoy an early Foreign Influence, especially if you upgrade it to be a zero cost, you can get stuff like zero cost Hyper Beam, zero cost Bludgeon. Big stuff. Bounce Crate fits in fairly nicely as well. A little bit of AoE. Or a Rush Down for card draw with Wrath. We're already in a mood to add more Wrath with Flurry of Blows and an Empty Fist. So Rush Down sounds pretty dang good, I'm not gonna lie. I'll take a Rush Down when I see a Rush Down here. And I am gonna upgrade Judgement first. We'll see if I regret this, but I'm hoping that we go Sentries first here. We do! Well, this is a little bit... you know... Why? Well, that's not good. I just needed a strike to go with it. No. No. The Spire does have a sense of humor. That much is very clear. Ooh, do I use the Entropic Brew? That is the question before me, I think. Drink the Flex Pot and use the Entropic Brew to find the potions therein, hopefully getting something? An attack potion, an explosive potion, a fire potion, doesn't matter. Or the other option is use the Flex Potion when we draw Eruption. And just have that be our win thing. I think that's actually fine. We should use this Flex Potion with intention. Fortunately, that's going to be next turn. We will take 15, but I think we just win next turn with the Flex Potion. Unless Eruption is the last card in the deck, in which case I will cry. Salty, salty tears. That we're good. Okay. Yes, use this. So that'll be lethal on the middle one. We are going to draw 2 here. Does that mean we whiff the Flurry of Blows? Not if I empty Fist first. Yeah, not if I empty Fist first. So the Empty Fist brings me to 4 energy, then Eruption, then Sands of Time. That's the play? That's the play. Get that back in hand. Cycle the deck. Kill you with Flurry, kill you with Sands of Time. Then we probably want to Miracle and Strike. This could just make me take a bunch of damage next turn, though. Guess we'll find out. Hey, it worked out fine. Okay. Bottled Flame First Relic, huh? Actually, we have a decent target for that in Sands of Time, so I'm cool with that. And I think I like a Spirit Shield just fine. 3 block per card in hand is a great way to get some chunky block numbers without having to add too many cards to the deck to do it. Doubly great if we upgrade it, but I think we'll upgrade our bottled card, probably. Judgement really not putting on a show here, tragically. That's alright. Gremlin Horn is exciting, and that is good with Judgement. Now, whenever Judgement judges, we'll draw a card. Okay, we got another Flex Pot and a Gambler's Brew. Good. Do I Miracle Sands of Time right now? Just do 26. I think I do. And then next turn I should be able to judge, given that we actually lined up the draw proper-like. Good. So we'll go Vigilance, Empty Fist, Double Strike. And then we can very likely judge. Which we can get with Gambler's Brew if we don't draw it, but we do. Alright, Judgment did a good thing. Good job, Judgment. I said Scry was something that we need, / want. Just Lucky is maybe not the ideal way to get there, but it's a start. I take Liquid Memories over a Gambler's Brew. It's very good with Sands of Time, also pretty good with Judgment. Cool. I'm gonna take this. It's not amazing yet, but my hope is that it will be. I think we keep the Flex Potion. I'll take a Liquid Memories over a Gambler's Brew. You can generate energy with a Liquid Memories. You can't do that with a Gambler's Brew. Boop. We'll just break your block, since you're buffing. This one's gonna attack me. Ooh, and a Strength Potion. That's probably better than a Flex Potion, especially for Hexaghost, who we might need a little bit of help against. Do we make this a double Flurry deck? I think I'd rather have a Sanctity for kind of like a backflip. Combos with so many things, exactly. The different... It does 3 different things, and each one of these things interacts with some number of relics and effects. You can almost guarantee you're going to see things that will combo with this card later on, just because it combos with so many things, you know. A Shuriken, a Kunai, an Oddly Smoothstone, a Vajra, a Goldeneye, Unceasing Top. There's so many odd little interactions here and there. Rushdown? Rushdown double flurry seems excessive. I think a Sanctity. Okay, since we have so much riding on this eruption, let's make it upgraded. We're already probably saying no to Snecko Eye with the Flurry and the Just Lucky, although Sands of Time and Spirit Shield make you want to take a Snecko Eye. Ha! Silly serpent. The most fulfilling of lives is that in which you can buy anything. Do you agree? Yes! I love buying things. This will all be worth it. Serpent rears its head and blasts a stream of gold upwards. It's amazing and terrifying simultaneously. Gather all the gold, thank the snake, and leave. Alright, Judgment, take 2. Better job this time. Alright. I'm going to allow this. Let's see, we have 1 defend. I think I'm gonna pop the ones that are adding Dazed for the moment. You take 5, that's okay. You know what, do I really, you know what, I'm just gonna really flex on Judgment here. Come back. Do it again! Brilliant. Get Centennial Puzzle, drawing us more cards when we take damage. And there's some Scry in Foresight, one of my favorite Scry cards. Just 3 Scry at the start of each turn. Really, really appreciate cards like this for their power to do things like get rid of the burns in the Spire Spear and Spire Shield fight, as well as just being incredibly useful for boss fights in general, is how I feel about Foresight. Although it doesn't deserve its name unless upgraded. Scry 4, that's Foresight. Okay, it probably behooves me to hold on to the Strength Potion. I don't see any reason I shouldn't be able to defeat Hexaghost here without using it. Got an upgraded Sands of Time that we draw on turn 1, we have an upgraded Foresight. We'll be fine. Should have kept that block card. Nah, we'll be fine. Put the powers down. Easy. Okay, shuffle the deck here. That's good, because then Flurry ends up in the discard pile. I think I'm gonna let Sands of Time go all the way down to 0 cost before we start playing it. Okay, we guaranteed draw into Empty Fist with that attack. But I could play the Sands right now. Actually, I'll do that. How much for going to 0 cost, hey? Now we'll hold on to it because I want to be in Wrath when I play it. It's fine. Perfect. Let's see, I think we scry, then play Eruption? Yeah, because I don't want to draw that. Judgment plus GG. Beautiful. Alright, I do feel compelled. If 1 Judgment is good, surely 2 will be better. 2 Judgment is definitely going to be awkward at some point, right? But that's what all the card draw and scry is for. And when it's good, it's going to be really good. Can't wait to see what this does against, say, Gremlin Leader. I do feel like, because I just took a 2nd Judgment, I'm heavily incentivized to take the Empty Cage here, so that we can mitigate the fact that I have 2 Judgments in the deck. More energy is almost always good on Watcher. Philostone is fine here. Though I am worried about how much damage this could lead us to take in certain combats. Or Sacred Bark. Double the effectiveness of our potions. Don't have any potion relics or guaranteed potion gens, so I'm not inclined to take a Sacred Bark. If I had a White Beast statue, it'd be worth seriously considering. But I'm going to purge 2 here. 1 strike, 1 defend. Just eliminate starter cards. We'll also prioritize going to a store here. Oh, sweet. 2 stores. Okay. So we get 2 removals for another Empty Cage, and then the deck is going to be almost entirely the good stuff. That's wonderful. Now, we might not actually buy 2 removals at 2 stores. It may well be that we find some other stuff that's worth purchasing there. Unfortunately, that doesn't really impede on our pathing options too much. It means I can't fight this elite, but I get to, like, upgrade, elite, and then 1 more shop. or we can take a more elite-heavy route, which we should probably consider since I have 2 Judgments, and if I'm not going to use them here, something's wrong, right? So I think 3 elites is something we can actually quite readily do, Dice to Book of Stabbing. It'll be fine. Oh, birds. 5 bad news for you. Bonk. Bonk. That would have been so satisfying if I had taken the Philosopher's Stone. Dang. Dang. You know what? I'm gonna judge you too. Pretty good. I think you can't go wrong with more Scry at this point, so a Cut Through Fate is a completely reasonable addition. It's not the best. I would prefer an upgraded one. We'll take that. You know, if we see an upgraded one, we'll also take it. And that will be fine. Go this Vigilance, keep the miracle here. Do get that Hex that prevents fun from happening. But that's okay. I'm glad Chosen chose to not attack this turn, because it means I can confidently Eruption. Play this now while we're weak so that Chosen is in Judgment range. We have Scry 4? Yeah, we should be fine here. Judged. And that was the one we just added. Whew. So Meditate is pretty dang good, but with the free upgrade, I can't say no to a Third Eye Plus, giving us 5 Scry and 9 block. That's way too good. One of my favorite block cards in the Hecate game. And I love the way that it combos with Sanctity. You look at the top 5 cards and then you draw the 2 that you want. Give me that. We intentionally took Double Judgment, Carissa, partially, I think, because of this Gremlin Horn, but I mostly wanted to explore what 2 copies of Judgment can offer a deck. You know, what reasons might there be to pick it? We're now going to relatively confidently fight a bunch of elites this act, with the knowledge that both Slavers and Gremlin Leaders should be comparatively easy. Anasbana, what's the Watcher's favorite flavor of chewing gum? Judgment. Could take a peace pipe here and start toking. But at the expense of upgrades. I don't know. Is there an 8 Judgment swap seed? I think there probably is. There's almost assuredly a 7 of. But I have to know. Is there? There are 4 8-copy Judgment Seeds. Well, there you go. You can play this run 4 times in different ways. Could take a second Rushdown, but I don't have the second Wrap entry to want... Do I want a Talk to the Hand? I'm doing, like, Cut Through Fate, Flurry of Blows. Definitely a reason to do that. Yeah, Talk to the Hand looks pretty solid, actually. And Judgment is for everything that Talk to the Hand doesn't work on. Oh, I'm so glad we're fighting Collector. Collector's gonna have a bad time. So, what? Talk to the Hand and card remove? What about Strange Spoon here? Strange Spoon would keep just Miracle? and maybe Talk to the Hand, if we take that with it. Now, keeping Talk to the Hand with Strange Spoon is definitely exciting news. I mean, that sounds particularly challenging. But given that we're about to go into another store, I don't know, I'm not entirely comfortable spending below a certain amount of money. So I think I'm just going to take the Talk to the Hand and the card remove. And we do only have the 3 base energy. Move, yeah, strike. Strikes are less important when your deck is full of Judgement. And I'll take an event here. Knowing that this can't be a shop. It's yet another card removal. Okay. And you better believe I'm going to pay for yet another card removal. Please mirror, dang it. It's a fun thought. Dolly's Mirror. Dolly's Mirror would let us duplicate any one card in the deck. Have a 3rd Judgment. I think that is too many. 2 seems completely, like, viable on some level. 3 is ridiculous. We could dupe our Talk to the Hand. I'd feel better about that if it was upgraded, but we could just dupe it and upgrade both of them. Or the other option is don't buy the mirror, and when we do that, I think we get offered some pretty interesting play lines, like card removal plus Panic Button. 30 block for 0 energy is one of the best ways, in my experience, to make a deck with Empty Cage get what it needs, at least in shorter combats where you're able to decisively end them. Just having one completely free block turn is a miraculously good thing. I wonder if this deck should have been taking, or maybe should still be taking, Mantra Sources to try to add Divinity. Since I have a Rushdown, I don't think so. We're more rewarded by wrathing in and out repeatedly. Alright, and then on to 3 elites. I'm very excited for where we're headed with this deck. We removed so many cards. Dings. Drink that so that if Cut Through Fate finds Judgment Plus, we can play it. Both of those. Okay, just rush down. So I think then we just play Spirit Shield. We do take 14 damage, but we draw a lot of cards. A lot of good cards. Next turn. Could dupe pot to save those 14 health, but then I won't draw more cards. That would be a bad idea. Very much like to draw cards. Oh, cool. And then that wonderful, wonderful Third Eye Sanctity combo could guarantee I get both Judgments in hand here, although I actually only want one of them in hand. The upgraded one. Let's see here. Okay, perfect. Actually, leave things as they are then. Or wait. I did that slightly wrong. I did want to discard one of them, actually. So that I could have 0 cards in the draw pile for our Foresight. But I'm actually not going to play the Foresight, am I? Let's just do Miracle Vigilance. Start whittling you down towards the 40 hit point range. Perfect. Double perfect. That. Okay, we do not have Rushdown in play, so... wait, is this just lethal? Better question. Looks like it probably is, right? This does 11 plus 16 plus 16 plus 14. That's 32. Plus 14 is 46. Plus 11 is 57. I'm going to double check my math on that, because I don't trust myself. 11 plus 16. Plus 16. Plus 14. Exacxies! Hey! Good stuff. Good. Get a singing bowl, meaning that we get to encourage ourselves to keep the deck small by gaining max HP for card skips. You can also take a Like Water Plus, which I think is a pretty good block power, but you need consistent calm entry, and we don't have that right now. So even though it's got a free upgrade, I'm going to pass on that. Baseball's going to have a bad time here. Let's discard everything that isn't these two. Beautiful! Who said there wasn't a good use case for double Judgment? Okay, there's our second Wrath entry. Tantrum, and we all already have a Talk to the Hand. Excellent. Good. Ooh, whenever you play an attack, gain 1 temporary dexterity. There's the thing that combos with Just Lucky. It was inevitable that we find it, and I'm glad it's already here. The Just Lucky also goes well with the Talk to the Hand. This is great. One of my favorite Watcher relics. I think it's better than Kunai, generally speaking, to give you an indication of how heckin' strong it is. Alright, Book of Stabbing is definitely a difficult fight for us. Maybe I just go ahead and Duplication Potion our Talk to the Hand for this fight. I think that'll give me an easier time. That also gives me a full block -1 this turn, ideal for the Centennial Puzzle. We can actually just stay in Wrath here, if we want to. I'm not certain that we do. That's a ton of block next turn, though. But we'll get bonus draw if we exit Wrath. Let's do that for the moment. Apologies for the... who's a what's it? Bit of a problem between my internet connection and Twitch. It is a me-specific problem. I am working on finding a new place to live with different internet, which will hopefully bring a cure to this particular woe, but that's still some months out. Until then, this will happen occasionally. Can't really predict it that well. Let's see here. Surely we can... So Just Lucky first. That's good. We just get to judge here, right? This does 18 Exacxies. Beautiful. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. We find ourselves a Molten Egg, upgrading any future attacks that we would add to this deck, which will now be probably a few when we're not aggressively skipping for max HP. Currently offered a Conclude Plus. I don't think we need it. Conclude Plus is a card for people who don't have double Judgment. That ain't us. That ain't us. Okay, let's upgrade our Rushdown to make it 0 cost, since our deck did not take an Energy Relic. And our last elite will be the Gremlin Leader. Or like Gremlin Bleeder. Am I right? Okay, dare I Tantrum? I think I do dare Tantrum here. You are. The Judgement. Might have been able to get away with staying in Wrath there. Nope. Nope, never mind. We do have Rushdown in play, so if we Third Eye into, like, Vigilance Panic Button, pretty cool. Let's try it. Hey, we got it. Easy. Easy peasy. Yeah, we'll play Sands of Time on this turn. Oh, we just went. Finding ourselves a Tungsten Rod, so now we take less damage whenever we lose hit points. Deus Ex could be a way to get more instant energy for us. It also increases the number of cards in hand for a Spirit Shield. I think it's reasonable here. 2 max HP is also reasonable. We could take another Third Eye. I don't think I want an unupgraded one, though. But how do I feel about Deus Ex? That would basically obviate the need for any Energy Relic. Chicken Man Phil says, for a long time you didn't know that Tungsten Rod worked out of combat. It does indeed, working in events or any other situation where you're losing hit points outside of combat for some reason. Anytime you're losing health, Tungsten Rod will protect you. I think I am going to take this Deus Ex. And I am not going to take Apparitions, although they're not bad here. Got plenty of hit points, although we can return quite a bit of it with the Singing Bowl. Also, Tungsten Rod does make us immune to all damage when intangible, which is pretty cool, actually. And we have enough setup stuff. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it a little bit more, I do want these Apparitions. Since we're immune to damage while they're in play, we have a lot of scry and setup, and what was the third one? Immune to damage when they're in play. We have a lot of scry and setup. We should be able to win most fights with 3 turns of invulnerability pretty easily. Oh, and we can recover the max HP with Singing Bowl. That was the third one. Foolish. So now I kind of doubly want a Vault. I think in most cases I'll look to take the max HP now. Spoon sure would have been nice, that is true. That's true, I'm not upset with how we spent our money though. Let's see, upgrades. Might be worth it to upgrade one of the apparitions. That's a pretty good idea, actually. This gives us a little bit of protection from a disastrous draw of some kind. We're gonna want to... Actually, let's discard the ethereal one, keep this one. That way, if Collector is buffing next turn, I can choose not to play it. And if they are attacking, then I can just play it. They are in fact attacking. Good. Notably, Judgment Plus exactly kills this Torch Head, although this was a minimum health Torch Head. Still freaking sweet. Oh, we can actually keep the Apparition. There's a chance Collector will attack again next turn, but we do have the other Apparition for that. Yeah. 31 block. Thank you. Perfect. And now I can just be in Wrath. Sweet. Very sweet. And there's that second Judgment, putting in just as much work as the first one did. Kinda cool. This is now the debuff turn, so Collector can't attack. I think it's Sands of Time. We'd like to draw an Apparition next turn. Go. This is a skill, so Sanctity will start charged. What about leaving Wrath? Is that an option? Never. Resummon. I'm actually really glad I upgraded that. Alright, what's the top card? That. Felt 3,000, thank you so much for the Prime sub, and those 6 months, the half year, the 2/3 of a baby, but is it the top 2/3 or the bottom 2/3? If I discard Flurry of Blows now, it goes back into the draw pile, right? Yeah, I think so. Oh, we're not being attacked. Gee. Not sure if I wanted this Apparition. Foolishness. Definitely did not want this Apparition. Question mark. I want to put the Sands of Time on the Collector here, even though it is a conveniently amount of damage. We want to use the other Judgment to kill this guy. So we will allow them to live. And we gotta go Miracle. Empty Fist is better than just playing Apparition? Definitely. Should have discarded that Apparition. I don't think it's gonna matter, though. Hopefully. The Saint, thank you so much for the lucky 14. 7 by 2. Oh dear God. Wait a minute. What have I done? All of my exits are in the discard pile. Well, I sure hope I can find lethal then. And Skyline, thank you so much for the 17 months of the Prime sub. One more. For about a year and a half. So I think we keep the Eruption and the Just Lucky. I'm looking to like Sands of Time Judgment kill. Hopefully. And we can Gambler's Brew to get there. Maybe. I'm gonna start with a colorless potion though. See what that can do for me. Panic button. Doesn't keep me alive, does it? Maybe it does. Benuzay, thank you so much for the Prime sub and the 2 months. Yeah, I think I bungled my potions here, but I suspect we're gonna live. That's good. It's encouraging. So that'll be 22 block. That gets us to 60. We only need 18 more? Yeah, we can do that. It's 13. I think we're gonna Gambler's Brew, Judgement, Spirit Shield, Strike here. Wait. That is the top card. Okay, now I have to do math again. So, 6 times 1.5. We'll do 39 damage. Which means I need to do another... sorry, another 19, which we can do with Eruption Strike. So Eruption, Strike, Sands of Time, Miracle, Judgment. There we go. Always cry before pots, indeed. I think we could have avoided having to use our colorless potion there, yeah? It's all good. We do get an A potion back. And I don't think I'm taking any of these. Certainly we don't need this kind of damage scaling. Mantra we decided we didn't want to do. The energy per turn from Devaform is alright, but let's take the max HP. And seems like an easy coffee dripper for energy every turn. We could try to do Lotus things, but again, we don't have that much calm. So let's take an easy coffee dripper. We can't rest at rest sites, but we will gain additional energy every turn. It's a reasonable Busted Crown, because you can just skip all the card rewards that are bad with the Singing Bowl. I think Singing Bowl and Busted Crown do work really, really well together in a way that Question Card and Busted Crown don't. Do I want to just grab another removal? I think so. That's right, you can't rest at rest sites. What are they for then? Who knows? Who knows? Now let's go to the early shop. And then do 3 elites here. 3 more relics to combo with just lucky. Die, Spiker Fiend! Foul Beast! So, again, while intangible with Tungsten Rod, we're completely immune to all forms of damage. There's nothing that can hurt us. Not one thing. And we're back up to 2 potions. Good. What a Simmering Fury. Kind of an interesting way to get into Wrath. Tempting, but no. Melange gives us Scry whenever we shuffle the draw pile, which might actually happen frequently enough that that's actually a decent relic. Kinda cool. There is an upgraded Cut-Through Fate on offer here. That's also quite good. Can't buy Melange and a removal and a Cut-Through Fate. I have to choose. I think I'm legitimately going to buy this Melange. A relic I haven't had many times, but I do like when I find myself in a situation to take it. It is definitely one of the weirder relics in the game. But it's cool. Hero Vampiro, thank you so much for that Prime sub and for kicking off that hype train. Choo-choo, everybody. Choo-choo. 22 gold for the Red Mask? Oh boy. I so rarely get the opportunity to actually buy this in Act 3, because I'm usually hoarding money, but this is the perfect timing. I'll take that as a bonus for spending all our money at the store. Beautiful. 4 events. Another card removal. Also beautiful. Take that stinky defend out. We're down to no defends and 1 strike. What a cool run this is. Hit the one with the most HP. And just try to lower hit points. Good. Apparition and Judgment are coming up, as well as Rushdown. I want all of those next turn, so... good. They should be in calm, though. Scry first. And for that Judgment Plus, there it is. They still come back even if you kill them with the Judgment. It's like kind of killing them normally. Oh, so close. And the bonus scry with Melange. Kinda cool. A Sash Whip? No thanks. And we'll keep the current potions. They're very good. Duplication potion, talk to the hand, could be our strategy for hearts. I'm gonna boldly enter Wrath here. Get rid of that. Okay, 26 incoming. Conveniently did not draw any apparitions yet. Might even be able to keep them for a bit. If I can discard them. Yes! Discard all 3 of them. Don't waste them. Ever. Beautiful. And discard this last card just so that the fresh Foresight's Cry. Do I want to Tantrum? Yes. Funny Man, thank you so much for the Prime sub and the 5 months. One more to that half year. No! Foolish. Foolish. Yeah, I want either a panic button or the other one. I'm not sure why I discarded the one I had there. There we go. That works though. Actually just kind of hard block that if we wanted to. Deck makes numbers. The more slow stacks we accumulate, the more damage this Sansa 10 will do. So I'm going to play all of the miracles here for maximum damage. 119. Could opt to use my liquid memories to further enhance the situation. Now we just kill next turn? I'm gonna do that. Make sure I don't get bopped by a really bad draw next turn. You too, Giant Head. So thingy's great. We do get offered another Meditate, but it's up against an upgraded Just Lucky. Ooh, tough call here. And Bite Your Ankle, thank you so much for the 2 metric years. Does the deck lack damage? Yes. What we need is genuinely just 1 or 2 points of strength, a copy of Wish, a Vajra, a Gurya, a Fasting. But yes, we currently won't beat Heart because we don't do enough damage to... We don't have a way to scale our single target damage at the moment. Probably am going to take this Meditate. Despite the Just Lucky. Guess I decided I was going this way, yeah? Yes. I don't believe I'm allowed to play that. that's good at least. Very cool. Buffer Vish, thank you so much for the very generous 500 bits of support. Many bits for many blocks. Thank goodness for the apparition. That's the whole reason we added these apparitions, was so that we could just take a few turns to get all the stuff in play. And then once that happened, life is good. So we go Tantrum first, then Flurry. We have that Rush Down in play, confirm. Okay. Let's keep it all. Melange scrying away. And actually just stay in Wrath if I want to. I think what I'm going to do is double Miracle so I can Sands a time for double damage and then get it back into my hand, which does cause the cost to go down again, since it was retained. Although not by itself, by Meditate. It still counts as retaining it, for the purposes of... does it do the thing or not? Perfect. Enemy judged. Another Talk to the Hand plus. I'm not going to say no, because I am a little desperate when it comes to, well, one, that'll help with Awaken one big time, and two, I need help against Heart. This will help buy us time. Won't kill the Heart, but it'll buy us time. That's almost as important. Scry will help a lot with the Chimadoodles. It's a good... I don't have Rush Down in play yet. Right. I'll play your game. Since we're guaranteed to draw that. Perfect. Nice attack, nerd. I'm gonna get any use out of that yet. Close. Still not low enough to meditate the Judgment, sadly. I'll take the panic button just in case we get attacked for 45 again. can now dig for relics at rest sites. Hey, that's pretty exciting. Hey, Chinese Democrat, we actually did take double Judgment on purpose, and I have to say it's been surprisingly good, enabling us to chain kill enemies, notably with the Gremlin Horn. And I think it is the Gremlin Horn that deserves credit for making it actually good. But yeah, double Judgment has been really, really solid. I don't think the deck necessarily needs them, given that we have, you know, a host of quite good attacks and talk to the hand and such, but it's been effective. Definitely effective. By the way, Floating Hawking, thank you so much for 7 months and that Prime sub. Take more max HP. Gotta take the blue key over the Art of War, that's fine. And I don't want to go to this store, we're not gonna have enough money, so this way. Okay, here's a fight where Judgment will not be useful to us. Do take a little bit here. How rude. Fortunately, the apparitions kind of cancel those out. Let's try to not use an apparition next turn. Okay, looks like we're completely fine. Actually, discard that so that I can scry for. Got to double scry there, interestingly, with the redraw, and Melange went off first. Actually, didn't realize it was going to work like that. That's really cool. Eat. Good land. Love Devastance Potion. No thanks. But, like, desperate enough to take a Battle Hymn? Starting to get relatively desperate here. Oh yeah, I've killed the Transient with every character quite a few times, Prankster. There's a bunch of different ways to get there. Dead Branch on Ironclad's a relatively easy way. Catalysts on Silent. Double Energy Nonsense on Defect. And Watcher can do it quite a few ways. This is not where I take a pressure points because I'm desperate for damage, is it? Actually, wait a minute. What if pressure points is the damage solution I've been missing this whole time? Hate that I mean that unironically. No. I've got the Meditate, I've got the Scry. I can play this a lot of times. Alright. I'll add one. Hopefully I'll find 1 point of strength, and it'll be irrelevant that I just had to do that. But I believe. I guess this will be our test run, right? Perfect. It was 11 the first time we play it, then 22, then 33, 44, so on and so forth. Giving us scaling by virtue of repeated plays. Perfect. I can actually avoid drawing that. Although I kind of want it. Take 2. Although it seems more reasonable against Giant Head to recur Sands of Time over and over again. Right? We are intangible next turn 2. Good. See, I knew pressure points would come in handy. Bendniv definitely gonna help. And I guess if we didn't have the pressure points, I would feel obliged to take this card Reality Plus. Ever taken a late non-mean pressure points before? Yes, I have tried this exact play before where I didn't have enough damage going into Heart, and so I took a pressure points last minute, and then I've just found a better damage source in the Act 4 shop. That's kind of what I'm expecting to happen here, is that this pressure points could theoretically kill the Heart for us, but we're going to find something better shortly that will do it more easily, and we won't need the pressure points anymore. That's my guess. That's my guess. How do I feel about an upgrade? Pretty good, actually, because I really would like to upgrade Meditate. Or slash... actually, Digging is also pretty reasonable. Ending Halls! Hey, it's our other Omamori charge. Sure. Haven't seen... too late, we never saw any of the good events. That's okay. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that's how it is. Judgmenting you. This is also a pretty reasonable card, with Pen Nib and 2 Talk to the Hands. Hitting 6 times for 6 damage. If we line up Pen Nib, even without any strength at all, and we're in Wrath stance, this will do 24 by 6, or 120 damage. Crush Joint's actually also here. Vulnerable, very, very powerful. And it's artifact removal, which we're going to want. Artifact is going to be a big problem by heart. So we want to take one of these two. The more I think about it, the more I do agree that Crush Joints is probably better. Because of its ability to remove artifact, and its 1 cost. I'm going to grab that. And I'm going to meditate. Or upgrade meditate, rather. I'm just going to sit here for a few minutes and think about what I've done. I will play Rushdown in this fight. And Foresight. Yeah, that's reasonable. This gets Centennial Puzzle value, helping us set up faster. Question becomes, do I play 1 Talk to the Hand during Phase 1, or both Talk to the Hands during Phase 1? What do I do in Phase 2 if I play them both? I think I only play 1, and we use the apparitions to help ourselves survive the short term. Let's have the deck here. See. Okay, no judgments for the moment. This is 6/6/24. So I will take some damage if I simply meditate now. Oh, and what I actually need to do is Miracle, Foresight, Meditate, so we'll take even more damage. But everything in the future will be good. We'll be apparitioning. No need to get one from the discard pile then. Let's just get the 0 costs. Actually, let's get our Wrath entry, since Tantrum is in hand. Noting that Pen Nib is on 8. Forgetting that Pen Nib is on 8. Hang on. Foolish. It's all good. Discard that apparition next turn. Actually, I'm not going to play that this time. To use my pen nib properly. Okay, where's Vigilance on top? Perfect. So we again don't play Flurry Blaze, just go Tantrum, then Sands of Time does 156. We actually just murder. Good. Let the murdering commence. Tantrum will draw cards. Let's discard the Judgment. Perfect. I'll buy my second turn of Intangibility now. I'm gonna return the Talk to the hand that I need to get in play. And our joints, I think. Get next turn. For next turn. We might even be able to kill it before we have to actually block this 16/3, which is a pretty spooky number. Hello? 6/5 though. Well, let's see. Pin nibs on 4. I don't think we're gonna get there. Not this turn, but I can draw through to the panic button. Actually works extremely well. This is normally 16/3, which is slightly more than 43. $48. Yeah. Then just... I see that you're gonna die to Judgment, so let's do that. G, you bird nerd. Who's next? Slug. Slugman's a bit of a problem here. How do we beat Slugman? Pendib Sands of Time will help. I guess that does 150 damage, so we only have to do that a couple of times. As long as we carefully count our cards, these miracles will help us hit card counts that we need to. And legitimately, the pressure points is a actually pretty good way to beat this particular boss. Although he does reset the pressure point counter. During his half HP purge. Which makes it a little bit less than ideal. Low powers? I'm even gonna bother. Card 3. Okay, that's both of my exits. Well, one of my exits. Two of my exits. How many exits do I have? Not abundantly clear to me. Hello? Okay, meditate and panic button. Good. We're going to be drawing through the deck a lot, so I think it's worth it to get rid of a couple of slimed here and there. This is starting to get a little bit worrisome. Not a flurry. Not gonna play it though. Oof. Wow, that's a big number. Be able to set up a kill in the time eater that skips phase 2 if possible. Looks like we've got it here. Not doing enough damage right now, am I? So. Oh, I was. Oh my god. Well, that's one way to skip phase 2. GG. Whew. That's tough. Two thump, a deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the Hort of the Spire? Source of this. Pressure points legitimately helping. Alright, let's dig. Hourglass is probably better than an upgrade was. 3 damage per turn to all enemies is not exactly terrible. Could take a Clockwork Souvenir here. Or a good old card remove. Souvenir prevents us from becoming vulnerable against Heart, which could matter. Although with the apparitions, it's not likely to. Does not really help against Spire's Spear and Shield. I guess it gives me 1 strength in that fight. I think I'd rather take the removal. Get every single strike and defend out of this deck. Oh, that's right, and it becomes 1 dexterity with duality anyway. Alright. Seems fine to me, then. Oh, am I killing shield first? I think so. I don't think I want that card. Yes. To that next turn. Perfect. We're actually not even going to get to judge, because the Sands of Time does that much damage here. Okay, we'll talk to the hand now, I suppose. I could do it. Actually, let's do it the other way. Let's use Talk to the Hand to apply Vulnerable here. Scry those right away. Thanks, Foresight. Don't really care what Penib's on for heart. Ornamental Fan will definitely help, giving us block for every 3 attacks. We're offered a second Sands of Time. That's probably the last of the damage that we'll need. And that probably makes our pressure points a little irrelevant. But we'll see what we can do with the pressure points regardless. Definitely going to take the double Sands here. Alright, 40 health going into heart. We do have 2 very good potions here. And a pretty questionable turn 1, unfortunately. Although at least both Sands of Time will get nice and cheap pretty quickly here. What can you do? Good. Good. I think I'm okay drawing now. Surely I want to do like one of the Talk to the Hands, and not pressure points? Question mark. It'll be better to dupe later when it'll do more damage anyway. Right? We'll hold off for a second here. We definitely want to play it though. I think I'm gonna get rid of the slime and play Meditate. We'll meditate it. Actually, that was a good time to get Panic Button back. That works. Discard that one. And I want to play Foresight as well. Means I actually don't play this pressure points. Alright, no more stinky debuffs. And yeah, let's go ahead and dupe one of our Talk to the Hands here. And we're gonna draw that. Thank goodness I have a stance potion. And on 2. 6 attacks in hand. One's getting duped. Flurry is coming back, so yes, I am pen-niving one of these Sans attacks. So we're doing the damage cap here. And actually the ordering doesn't even matter that much. Okay. So then we like... Action. Careful so that I can crush joints. Sweet, I don't even have to play them both. Have no cards in draw pile at the end of the turn so that I get the... Actually, let's get the Melange Scry right now. Perfect. Alright, you have to chip in pressure points. Deem it so. Four times 15, huh? It's an awfully big number there, Mr. Hart. I think this is a good turn to Apparition, actually. Surely I can just win, Forehead. By playing 3 Sands of Time over and over again. stockpile there. Alright, Mr. Hart. This is... But yes. Yes. GG. Can Judgement kill the heart through its damage cap? Yes. Yes, it can. Not today, unfortunately. Hey everyone. Thanks so much for watching. Did you know that I'm live 5 days a week on Twitch? Come join us to watch me live, ask questions, or chill with the community. Click the link in the description below to follow and be notified when I'm live. And while you're down there, make like a sandwich and sub to this channel for more fresh Baylor content. Ta-ta for now.